What's going on, everyone? Daniel here. Welcome to my Monday Night Raw review for October 17th, 2016. The day that Goldberg returned to the WWE to accept the challenge made by Paul Heyman to face Brock Lesnar. Excuse me, I didn't say it right. Brock Lesnar. Anywhere, any place, anytime. How about next Monday? Probably not going to do it. They should. I don't know why they just don't do it on next Monday, but whatever. So, I'm going to recap the matches, tell you my thoughts on each individual segment and match, and how I rate the match and how I rate the show is out of a 5. 1 is bad, 2 is okay, 3 is good, 4 is great, and 5 is awesome. So, without further ado, I also review SmackDown Live, I review NXT, and I review all the WWE pay-per-views, as well as predictions for the pay-per-views. Usually daily, I do WWE 2K17 live streams. I have about over 11 hours on the channel of gameplay for you guys, so make sure to check that out if you have the time. If you do not, then get the hell out. Anyway, Monday Night Raw, let's go. So we begin the night with Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens coming out to the ring. And, they're talking about Seth Rollins and Hell in a Cell and friendship. All of a sudden, what do you know? A hater comes out. Seth Rollins ends up making his way to the ring and, saying that they're not friends. We have hashtag SparkleCrotch in the ring. And it's going to happen, man. Right there, the first match of the night, Chris Jericho versus Seth Rollins. So Kevin Owens goes to the back because Chris Jericho does not want Kevin Owens to interfere. He does not want him to be there. He's like, you know what, man? I need to do this on my own. I need to fight him, so you get your ass in the back. Well, Seth Rollins ended up winning. And the match was pretty long. It was probably over 15 minutes. And honestly, I thought it was an okay match. I thought the start was great. Rollins did a lot of awesome moves. Like, Rollins did some really cool moves. Except when he does his own clotheslines or when he pushes them to the ground. He does that too much. It really gets boring when he does that, like, repetitive. He does the same moves over and over. But then he does a few cool flips and such. That makes him awesome. Jericho, of course, does his usual get out of the ring, run around. Jericho does the same old crap. But Jericho is badass. Y2J forever. Raw is Jericho. Anyway, Rollins ended up winning, so it was kind of sat there. And I'm like, I was thinking to myself, when Rollins won, I was like, WWE, what are you doing? Chris Jericho used to be such a high standard, and now he loses. Like, he wins matches, don't get me wrong, but it's just, he's been losing lately of such, and I'm like, Jericho used to be on the top. I can't even see him as any sort of champion ever again. From the state that he's in, I like his character, I like his gimmick, but I don't see him as a champion ever, really, again. I can't see a belt around his waist for some reason, and that's sad. So for this match itself, I thought it was okay, wasn't good, wasn't great. A 2 out of a 5. After that, we had the beautiful Lita doing an interview with Charlotte. I didn't care. I was listening to it, but I really wasn't. I was kind of just sitting there like, we get to a match. You guys already spent 30 minutes already on the opening doing the match, and now you're doing an interview. And why is this interview? Like, why do you... Every few weeks you have to do interviews. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I worked hard to get here. Oh, Eddie Guerrero was my inspiration, like Sasha Banks, what she says. And I understand, but like, blah, 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 blah. We've heard all this before. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So it's a waste of time for me. After that, we had the Golden Truth and Mark Henry versus the Primetime Players and Titus O'Neil. This is the match that I say, pee break. It's time for a pee break. It's time to go get some food. It's time to go get lit and not care about this match. You know what? The Golden Truth, I like Goldust. Goldust is cool. R-Truth. Actually, when he came into the ring, that's when everything picked up because he was on freaking fire, dude. He was great. And then Mark Henry comes in, and it's like he was only in the match for 5 seconds and then he wins. Like, I like Mark Henry, beat him up, break his neck. I've seen him since I was young. He's a badass. But still, it's like, really, like, what's the point of coming out if you're going to be there for 5 seconds? It's no point. You were wasted the whole entire match, and then you come in and then you win the match, obviously. Primetime players, who cares? And then Titus O'Neil. I don't hate Titus O'Neil. I don't like him. He's just, I feel like, you know what, he should just leave. Like, he really should. There's nothing for him. His gimmick's stupid. When is he going to fight Darren Young? I don't care if he fights Darren Young, but I'm saying, what happened to the whole Darren Young feud, you know? Where's that at? For this match, 2 out of 5. After that, we had Sheamus versus Big E, and this is just another okay match. It wasn't good. It wasn't great. They were really actually focusing on Cesaro because he was on Facebook Live, and I thought that was funny. I thought that was a clever move. I love their entrance, and he's like, "You're stealing this is my entrance. You're ruining it," like all that. It was really funny. But then New Day came out. They did their jokes. Blah 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 blah. We see it every week. We know. We understand. And then they come out. And, of course, Big E ends up winning. They kind of barely focused on the match. They were showing Cesaro a lot more. And it's kind of a lot of the matches tonight were forgettable. There was really no memorable moment. Sheamus ended up losing just like Cesaro did when he was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And it's like, well, I'm not supposed to be helping you for one thing. It's not a tag team match, so why should I be doing anything? I shouldn't even be out here. It's against Big E, so what's the point of me? I can't help out. It's not a tag team match. So, little stuff like that. Didn't care for the match, really. Kind of boring. No energy to it. 2 out of 5. So, after that match, we had Bo Dallas versus Neville. And we have Curtis Axel out there, which, again, I'm like, this ain't a tag team match. Why are you out here? There's no point for you being out here. You're not even his manager. So Neville comes out. Neville ends up losing to Bo Dallas. And why? Again, this is another match that's a piss break. Just like the other match that I said that was a piss break, the Golden Truth one. This, like, Bo Dallas, he was hard on him. Like, Bo Dallas was good in this match. He was. Like, no one did a bad job. Neville didn't get to go high-flying, really, because he got his ass kicked by Bo Dallas. And then Bo Dallas ends up turning on Curtis Axel, which I hope next week they'll probably be Bo Dallas versus Curtis Axel, most likely. I'm happy that Bo Dallas ain't fighting jobbers, but they're turning Neville into a jobber now. So they really need to keep it up with Neville and Sami Zayn, or else they're burying him. They're burying him too much. So for this match, a 2 out of 5. So after that piss poor match, we had Dana Brooks versus Bayley. Bayley, I love her, man. She's one of my favorites out of the whole women's division, but my favorite out of all time has to be Becky Lynch. I'm a last kicker. Becky Lynch, all for the win. If you look at my Instagram, I have literally like 20 photos of her on my Instagram, because there's a lot of Becky Lynch fan pages out there. I'm kind of like a fan page, except like I don't have I have my own. It's my account, but it's not technically a Becky Lynch fan page, but I upload all the latest photos of Becky Lynch, so you guys can follow me on my, it's down below in the description. But Bayley's turned into a jobber now. Now, what I heard, and I saw a video, Bayley actually injured her shoulder. I don't know if she's able to compete next week. Hopefully she is. But it looks like she maybe dislocated her shoulder or sprained it really bad, and she needed 2 referees to take her to the back. And this is a video on WWE Facebook and .com, I'm assuming, and YouTube probably. So Bayley lost, and I think maybe it wasn't supposed to go down like that. It looks like this match really was bad. It was a bad match. There really was no energy to it. Dana Brooks looks like she was botching a bunch of moves. Bayley didn't look like she was really doing much either. There really was no, it's a really forgettable match. Like I said, a lot of the matches are forgettable tonight. But you can see those referees, they were holding Bayley in her soft little luscious skin. And like if I was one of those referees, I'd be like, you know what, Bayley, let me rub that skin right there. Oh, let me massage the area real quick. Let me just, you gotta look it up. You gotta, massage there, Bayley. Yeah, looking good. You know what? Maybe I should rub oil like on your whole body, just to, let me put just some healing oil on you, and it'll work. You're gonna have to take off the top, ma'am. In order to help you out. That's what I would have done if I was a referee. I would have got freaking fired. But I wouldn't have taken my chances. I wouldn't have done that. No, I don't have the balls to do that. But still, Bayley lost, and I'm pissed. She actually didn't face a jobber. But Dana Brooks is kind of like a jobber. But now Bayley's turning into a jobber. Stop. Next week or whenever she comes back to Raw, and if she doesn't have real competition, if she doesn't put a fight, there's going to be hell to pay, McMahon. So after that horrendous match, we have Braun Strowman. Oh, a match that we care about. Another match that's a pee break. Braun Strowman versus the Mile High Trio. I wonder who's going to win. Braun Strowman, that was the best thing about the match because he literally freaking threw them like they were rag dolls, like they were weightless. He literally conquered the ring. As expected, he beat 3 people down. They got their asses kicked. He ran after one of them. And that's not the thing. It was an okay match because the thing that made it okay is watching them get their ass kicked. But the thing that I wasn't really feeling, and I wasn't feeling this, the way that, how do I say this? Sami Zayn comes out and it's like, oh, Sami Zayn, cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And he comes out and it's like, alright, it's going to be a fight. Sami Zayn gets thrown out of the ring, crying like a little bit. Like he literally is like, and he gets back into the ring, but Braun Strowman's already gone. No, if you want to actually fight him and you want to pick a fight, run after him and fight him on the ramp. What are you waiting? Oh, come back into the... Just jump out of the ring and go fight him. What are you waiting for? I really don't understand that logic. So, what happens if someone pays to go see Monday Night Raw and they want to see Sami Zayn? He comes out, he doesn't fight, then what was the point? Don't bring him out if he's not going to fight. Don't waste people's time like that. Don't waste people's energy and hype for that. If that next week, gotta wait next week. That's a stupid gimmick and horrible for marketing. So anyway, Strowman won, and the Mile High Trio, sadly, it's legal. It's legal in Denver, Colorado, where we were at tonight. So they're gonna smoke up to heal up the wounds. 2 out of 5. After that okay match, we had Rusev Machka. Rusev come out and he ended up showing photos of his family. I like that segment, but it took too long. If he would have just showed the Rusev family, like the family photo, that would have been better. And even, I think that's his real family. I mean, it could be WWE just doing a ploy like that, like how they usually do. But if that really was just photos of his family, which I don't doubt that for a bit. I'm pretty sure it is his family. It was a photo with all of them. But, even though it's a character and everything, I'm really hoping that the people that are booing his parents and everything, I hope that they know he's just a character, as in, like, are you really booing his mom? Like, and I'm just saying, I know not to take it literal, but hopefully they're not taking literally, like, his mom may be a hard worker, his dad maybe, and you're, like, hating on them. You don't even know them. They don't deserve to be booed. You don't know they deserve to be applauded. Like, just say okay, and that's it. They're all booed just because he's Rusev. Like, you're putting bad on his family. That's not really cool. But anyway, Roman Reigns ends up coming out and getting his ass kicked, which I'm tired of the Roman Reigns and Rusev feud. I really am. Hopefully it ends at Hell in a Cell. No more of this. No more. Why isn't anyone else going for the United States Championship? Why is it just Rusev trying to get it back? That's a waste of time. But Roman, got his ass kicked. I don't know why Roman just didn't spear Rusev and get it over with, but this segment went on way too long. After that long segment, we had Anderson from Gallows and Anderson versus Big Cass, and this match was short. There was nothing to this match. I don't remember anything from this match except Big Cass taking Anderson down, the 1-2-3 pin, and that was it. It was literally less than a minute. 1 out of 5 for this match. They're doing this feud, and I didn't feel it. I didn't feel anything for this match. I'm sorry. There was nothing to it. Now on to our main event. It is a cruiserweight match. It's T.J. Perkins, Cedric Alexander, and Rick Swann versus the Brian Kendrick, Tony Nese, and I think it's Drew Gulak. I think that's the other guy. I don't know. Didn't care. So they're fighting, and it's a pretty okay match. Some parts are forgettable. I just remember at the end that Brian Kendrick ended up getting the win, and TJ and all of them are all sad, and they ended up walking away. Tony Nese did, all of them did their few moves. I didn't notice Cedric and TJ doing much. I know Rick Swann was in there, and him getting beaten up. Brian Kendrick was getting beaten up a little bit. I said Tony Nese getting beaten up a little bit, and they were kind of just distracting each other. It was very overwhelming. That last match was very, very, very overwhelming. So it wasn't a bad match, not a horrible main event. It's not a great main event, nor a good main event. It was just okay. For this one, a 2 out of a 5. Now to talk about the most important and awesome moment from this week's Raw. Goldberg returning. How freaking awesome was that entrance? Like how he did with the cops and everything back in the day. But with this, the superstars were in the back, and he was like just totally intense, and you were like, oh my god, like this is a big ass moment. This is history in the making. It's freaking, if you were there attending, man, you are lucky as hell. So Goldberg ends up coming out, and I still don't know how he does it. He just inspires a lot of people in there, and he accepts Brock Lesnar's challenge. This is hands down the best moment of the night. I don't know why they just didn't start off with this. They went over time. They could have ended with the cruiserweights and then just had Goldberg in the beginning. They could have saved all that time, but they didn't, so they went over the time limit. Which, like, they always go over the time limit. They went like 10 minutes over the time. Everyone was just on their feet. They were yelling Goldberg. He accepted Brock Lesnar's challenge. And the thing is, why is he only doing a one and done? And some people will say, well, he's older, or this and that. Well, what I would say is, he's not 85 years old. He's not 90 years old. He can still fight more than that. Sting's older than him, I'm pretty sure. I heard he's 49. He's probably not 49. Somebody said he's 49, but he could be. I'm pretty sure he's older. The thing is, I'm like, he's not 70. Hell, Ric Flair was wrestling just a few years ago, like literally, 8-9 years ago? He was wrestling. He's way past Goldberg's age, and he's way out of shape less than Goldberg. So why is Goldberg only doing a one and done? That's what I don't understand. The fans want you back. You could face all these superstars, and yet you're just gonna face Brock Lesnar. That's a waste. That's a waste. Go and fight everyone on the roster, not just one person. That's stupid. That's really, really, really stupid. So I don't know why they just don't do it at Monday Night Raw next week. Because if they do it on pay-per-view, they could sell the WWE Network better. They could fight at WrestleMania. Just fight at Monday Night Raw or fight at Hell in a Cell. They're either going to do it at Survivor Series or they're going to do it at WrestleMania. We don't even know how the state of the USA is going to be when WrestleMania comes around. Just do it next week or in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Don't waste too much time. Goldberg, you don't really need to... You look like in great shape. You're not fat. You don't have a beer belly. Pretty sure you could do it. You don't need to work out that much. It's scripted. Whether you win or Brock Lesnar wins, either way, I'm pretty sure you're going to win. It's pretty obvious Goldberg's going to win. Brock Lesnar's not going to just beat him just like that. You could tell Goldberg's going to win, so I don't know why we're having this debate if we know he's going to win. As well, he's in shape and he could take him down. Pretty sure he could take him down tonight if he was there. So, anyway, Goldberg was awesome. I'm very glad he's back. One and done. Gonna be sucky, though. I hope he, I hope he does more after that, but most likely not. What I'm gonna give out of this, man, this whole entire night, 95% of it was forgettable. Literally, 95% of it was boring or slow or just didn't have nothing there. The Goldberg was awesome. The opening was really good. The segments and all that in between were just super, super slow. TJ Perkins makes it obvious he's reading from a script. So little stuff like that. I'm going to give this week's Monday Night Raw a 2.8 out of a 5. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, make sure to smack the like button. You can comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Share this review with your friends and hit that subscribe button for more awesome content coming your way. Till next time, bye-bye.